What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is my boy again, Adamslink. How you guys doing? As usual, support your boy, like this video, comment, share it on all social platforms. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Adamslink, and make sure you subscribe and click the bell notification to get updates anytime, any day. I'll upload. And also, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. So I already know you guys are really aware of what happened in Anambra State yesterday when Professor Soludo was sworn in as the new governor of Anambra State. So at the party or whatever you may call it, so something happened. A warlord widowed wife, a warlord Ojukwu Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu slapped the hell out of the outgoing governor, thereby receiving an outgoing slap. So this is what happened. At that inauguration, Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu, being a very well-known woman, she's not just a woman. Go and check her qualifications. Go and check what she has done. You will know she's not just a woman who is just being tagged as Ojukwu's wife. She has also achieved her home for herself. She's not just a woman, like I've said before. So she was ushered to the high table. And guess what? The outgoing governor's wife, Mrs. Obiano, am I pronouncing it well? Yeah, decided to approach her. I was like, okay, let me read what they said she said. She said, "So you are here. I thought you said you will never attend any APGA event again." Ojukwu wife was so provoked by the silly remark and stand up and give a very dirty slap and drag the hair the hair from her head. The slap was not that dirty though, but it was a slap. Although maybe the slap never really hit her, but it was a slap. The remark at all of even throwing that hand, it tended to be a slap. See, this woman is a really beautiful woman, sitting down on her own. I do not know the entire story. I do not know if they are dragging a boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, or ex-husband, or whatsoever. I do not know if they dragged a contract or whatsoever, if they had issue before. But you left your husband. You see, women, your husband sat down. You left your husband. You went straight to another woman to give a very silly remark. I don't understand women. Women go put person for trouble. You gave a very silly remark. And guess what? I said now, Ojukwu's wife is being hailed by many. In fact, she has even gained more popularity as we speak. And let me read what one of Senator Stella wrote. She said, "My attention has been drawn to the shameful conduct of the wife of the ex-governor and former First Lady of Anambra State, who threw tantrum away and who threw decorum away and attacked Her Excellency Ambassador Bianca Ojukwu at today's inauguration ceremony, and I hereby condemn it. In strong terms, the unwarranted attack against the wife of an illustrious son and our very own Ikemba. I wish to add that the act exhibited by the former First Lady was indecorous and unbecoming of a woman who had acted as a mother of the state, even dangerous of serving. In other capacity, of course, everybody condemning it, including Senator Stella. A lot of people were hailing her. And guess what? Even after the fight, she was still looking really composed. This woman was a former Miss Nigeria. Come on, man. Really composed. She was not even tattered, nothing. And people love her though. That was the whole issue that happened. Well, I do not know what happened, what they are dragging. I'm hearing a lot of story, but I wouldn't want to just come to conclusion and be talking about that story before, because I do not know exactly what happened. Then guess what? After this whole issue, when the wife of this woman, Mr. Willie Obiano, was leaving the state to Lagos, he was nabbed, arrested by the EFCC. Arrested by the EFCC. And according to EFCC, they said Obiano has been on our watch list for some times now. He had immunity as a governor, and that is why we could not arrest him before now. Today, he lost the immunity and was traveling out of the country before we finally arrested him. Traveling out where? Which country? Traveling out where? So they finally nabbed him, and of course, he's gonna get what I do not know. It's crazy though. But let's so that was what happened. I am not that familiar with Anambra politics, but I hope they progress after now, after Professor Subodo has taken over. So I still, based on what we are discussing, I want to categorically state is that no to domestic violence against a woman or against a man. No to domestic violence, guys. I saw these pictures. Honestly, it's really heartbreaking. According to Reed, he said, look what her husband did to a woman yesterday for going to a party without his consent. Man, please, if you are hungry, try as much as possible to make the right decision. There is something like simply walking away. There's something like simply ending the relationship. Head. If I have a daughter and you beat my daughter, I will holler for you, even though I'm in grief. I prefer you just simply end relationship with my daughter, end the marriage, than beat my daughter. Talk more of like this. Come on, man. Come on. Well, it's quite unfortunate, but no to domestic violence. And Nigeria is extremely hard, like I've said before. And when you see some people complaining about it, people think that we are joking. So, yesterday, Tony Olumelu, the chairman of UBA Bank, decided to share his own frustration. Just imagine somebody like Tony Olumelu frustrating about Nigeria's situation. What about you and I? He said, this morning, I'm listening to my colleagues at the office bemoan the very pressing issues that they face every day in this country and how things have been getting worse and worse. No electricity for 5 days, hike in the price of diesel, frightening food inflation, etc. How can a country so rich in natural resources have 90% of its citizens living in hardship and poverty? I have often said that access to electricity is critical for our development, alleviation of poverty and hardship. And speaking of security, our people are afraid. Businesses are suffering. How can we be losing over 95% of oil production to thefts? Looking at the Bonny terminal that should be receiving over 200k barrels of crude oil daily, instead it receives less than 3,000 barrels, leading the operator Shell to declare force. Why are we paying tax if our security agency can't stop this? It is clear that the reason Nigeria is unable to meet its OPEC production quota is not because of low investment, but because of theft, pure and simple. Meanwhile, oil producing countries are smiling as their foreign reserve rising. What is Nigeria's problem? We need to hold leadership more accountable. Elections are coming. Security and resources need to be everybody's agenda. Let's be vocal for our nation priority. Evil prevails when good people are silent. We need to be vocal about 2023. Let's focus on Nigeria. Demand and advocate for leaders that delivers. In 2023, Nigeria must be a strong for progress and development. Well, Tony Olumelo, the billionaire, complaining. Of course, he has businesses. He has to complain. He has branches everywhere. And they are buying diesel. It's a little bit more expensive. He has to complain. But talk if he's complaining. What about us? What is wrong? Everybody is tired, though. I'm extremely, really tired. Wow. When are we going to get it? When? When, guys? I'm really tired of people talking. So this one's coming from Timmy Dakolo. He said, Nigeria will humble you. Service apartment said they are not doing service again. Everybody should please get their own generator. They said cancel the contract that says no personal generator in the facility. Well, guys, let's move forward. I saw a very awkward video. Shows security personnel, Agberu and other security personnel storm a house in Banana Island to evict a tenant for not paying house rent. So my question is, how? Renting a house in Banana Island, let me say a yearly, because looking at the mansion, you'll be paying like 10 million, 20 million a monthly or yearly for that apartment. But you can simply buy a house in Lekki for 60 million, 30 something million. Just get your rest of mind. You are paying money for a house rent in Banana Island. Make me understand. And you have not paid, and they want to evict you from that house. And you are shouting, what are you using that kind of house for? I know it's good. They say, oh, it's good to go to a nice environment so that you can think well. But you have to use your own brain. Do not follow what is on social media. You are renting a house in Banana Island you cannot pay. Meanwhile, you can simply go to Lekki, which is equally really good, and buy a house. Simple and short. Pay in a month, have a plan. In 1 year, you may have paid the house. Well, for people, I do not understand that kind of logic, honestly. And to end this video, check out our ladies. As a lady destroy hype man, Emmy Black. We screen Auchi Edo State. I don't know this guy, Shao. But they're saying a hype man, Emmy Black. Well, let's watch the video, guys. Maybe it was double dating something. Maybe it was double dating and something like that. And they were fighting, no, they were. I don't understand. Or maybe it's crazy though. Well, wait, I'll call the date girl. Even though I double date. What did give you mind? Coco did scatter my whiskey. I no scatter your property. The only thing that scatter now your ikbekus because we are having an entanglement. You scatter my cucumber, and I scatter your punani. So if you want to scatter anything back, why not simply scatter my cucumber back? So why are you destroying my car? I never destroyed any of your property. You shouldn't be destroying my car. And which law said that somebody cannot double date? But there's a law that says you cannot destroy someone's property. Let's be completely honest. There's no law that says somebody cannot double date. Well, Please make me understand that. And thank you guys for watching the boy again, Adamslink. And catch you next time. So have a wonderful day.